You're listening to Weekend Edition here on NPR News. I'm Jacob Alloy. In the winter, hundreds of people sit on buckets or gather in tents or shacks, their fishing rods balanced over holes in the ice. Now, a new movie screening across the Midwest explores one of the region's signature pastimes, ice fishing. February tells the story of Miguel, a Hispanic man new to a small town in Wisconsin. He becomes fascinated by ice fishing. Nathan Deming is the director of the film.
We had to bring a chunk of the crew from California, and none of them had heard of ice fishing, which, being from the Midwest, you're like, it's a pretty big Midwest thing. You just assume people have heard of it or something, but they were all baffled by it.
The film is full of slice-of-life scenes with the underlying theme of loneliness and human connection.
Winter, to me, in the Midwest can be an incredibly lonely time and also a very purifying time. I've been reading this poem by Margaret Atwood before every one of our screenings called February, appropriately. And I feel like that's such an interesting part of winter, too, is most of our creature comforts are stripped away. All that's left in front of you are the people in your lives, which ultimately is the only important thing in our lives anyway. So is it possible for us to connect? I hope so.
February is also the latest edition in a series of films called The Year Project, with a movie inspired by each month.
It's a kind of a conceptual way for me to tell stories. I have so many stories I wanted to tell about my home state, Wisconsin, and the Midwest in general. That's kind of different than the Fargo image I think we're often treated with. I want to treat people, I guess, with dignity and just kind of look at the life that I know here,
That was director Nathan Deming. There's a screening of February this week at the Ely Film Festival in northern Minnesota. Arts programming here on NPR News is made possible in part by the Minnesota Legacy Amendment's Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.